Well, that failed. I'm sorry about that. I have no reason for that happening.
Good job.
So just yeah, just what a fail. We're just gonna go ahead and try to do that. Try to do that again. Um. So yeah, here's your points. What a fail to start.
Can you get me close enough to be inside of the action? Can you show me all the power of the God and the passion? Wanna feel the thunder and the thrill of the ride? Cause I feel alive with speed on my side. Yeah, I wanna be there. Put me right in the middle of the stick of it all. If they don't give me room, then I'll give them the wall. I'm gonna slow my trials with a victory call. I'm gonna be there. Feel the wild hot metal of a winning machine. Because you win or you lose, there's no in between. I wanna be there, be there, be there. I wanna lose my voice, sticking with the crowd. Know my driver's gonna win and make me proud. From the freeway spot, they gonna go insane when I'm right down with them in victory lane. Yeah, I wanna be there. Put me right in the middle of the rumble, then I'll give them the world. I'm gonna slow my crowds in the victory cloud. I'm gonna be there, be there. I wanna see my vision on the jumbo screen. Feel the wild hot metal of a winning machine. If you win or you lose, there's no in between. I wanna be there, be there, be there. When I feel so alive. When I've got speed on my side. Put me right in the middle of the physical down. If they don't give me room, well, then I'll give them the victory down. Gonna be there, be there. I wanna see my face up on the jumbo screen. Feel the wild hot metal of a winning machine. If you win or you lose, there's no in between. I'm gonna be there, be there, be
What a very awkward way to start. Welcome to the Citizen Soldier 400 at Dover, the Chase Elimination Race for the round of 16. On your screen, you see the 16 drivers that are chasers. After this race, only 12 will be going for a championship. And right now, the underdog of the chase, Regan Smith, is sitting ninth.
Wow.
I'm starting alongside Mike Kidwell here today. The only two are Joey Logano and Ryan Newman. Drivers shockingly under the cut line are Kurt Busch, Carl Edwards, and Jimmy Johnson, all under the cut line. Tony Stewart, we kind of thought he more than likely would get eliminated early, but he's only 3 points below the cut line. Right now, Paul Menard and Denny Hamlin are tied for 11th, right above the cut line. Truex is 5 above them, and Smith is 11 to the good. So Smith just needs to finish 11 spots behind Tony Stewart, and he'll advance. And right now, both Smith and Stewart are at the back of the field. So Regan Smith is pretty much the Chris Buescher story of this chase. But if he can advance and he wins Talladega, it's all big ifs, but we'll be up at the top of the point standings. Austin Dillon third, McMurray second, Larson fifth. Man, like this whole chase grid, the drivers you'd expect to be on the cut line: McMurray, Dillon, Newman, Larson, Smith. They're all above the cut line by a little bit. And then you have the drivers that you expect to be in the top 5 of the point standings: Harvick, Kyle Busch, Keselowski, Edwards, Kurt Busch, they're all towards the cut line. This is a very interesting chase race here at Dover. Again, 4 will be eliminated, and it really can be anybody of these. Any of the 14 drivers not locked in can be eliminated. From the cut line, Tony Stewart has 20.45, and the highest driver above the cut line, 82. Now, he's not locked in, but he has a pretty hefty gap. Same with Austin Dillon. Same with Kyle Larson. But now, what you really would watch for would be drivers 6th to 16th. That's really going to be the people you watch for. So, drivers that can get eliminated more than likely would be more than likely have to drive almost a perfect race would be Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch, Brad Keselowski, Regan Smith, Martin Truex Jr., Denny Hamlin, Paul Menard, Tony Stewart, Jimmy Johnson, and Carl Edwards. So let's see how this works. This should be a lot of fun. What do you expect from today, Mike? Mike? You there, bud? And he is no longer here. All right, so we're gonna stop screen sharing. We're gonna go ahead and screen share the actual race here. Are we presenting to everyone? Let's see. Waiting for it to load. Let's move it over a little bit. Looks like we are. So let's give it a couple seconds while I see what more we can get here. All right, let me just get a couple more here. And all right, so you can see it for qualifying. That's a very interesting grid right there. But we're going to take you through that whole grid right now. So let's go ahead and do that. On the front row for the Citizen Soldier 400 at Dover, we have Brad Keselowski and Newman to the next round, followed by Kurt Busch at the bottom of the chase standings and Jamie McMurray. And then we have Joey Logano and Kevin Harvick. And then we have Paul Menard and Jimmy Johnson. Followed by Concrete Carl Edwards. This is a concrete racetrack. And Matt Kenseth. And then we have Greg Biffle and Danica Patrick. Following them, we have A.J. Allmendinger and Eric Almirola. And then we have Kyle Busch and Casey Citizen Kane. Followed by Martin Truex Jr. and David Reagan. Behind him, we have Clint Boyer and Kyle Larson. And then we have Jeff Gordon subbing for Dale Earnhardt Jr. feeling concussion-like symptoms and Denny Hamlin. Behind them, we have Casey Mears and Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Trevor Bayne, and Ryan Blaney. Following them, we have Michael Annett and Brian Scott. And then we have Josh Wise and Cole Witt, followed by Matthew Benedict. Behind them, Chase Elliott, Tony Stewart. Behind them, Regan Smith, Reed Sorensen. And in row 19, Landon Castle, Austin Dillon, the last chaser to qualify. And in the last row, Jeffrey Earnhardt and Ty Dillon, starting right behind his brother who is in the chase, Austin Dillon. That is the 40-car field for today's race at Dover V1 mile, banked all over the damn racetrack, self-cleaning racetrack. It's called the What a race to be the elimination race of round 1 here. The round of 16 will be shrinking to the round of 12 after this race. Keselowski on pole, not locked in, but His teammate, Joey Logano, is locked in. And Ryan Newman is locked in, starting second. Now, we were just talking about it. Austin Dillon is at the top of the point standings in third. But qualifying, if he gets in an early wreck and stays back there, he could easily get eliminated. So Austin Dillon, even though he's got a good gap, could get eliminated the way where he's starting. And we never actually unpaused this, so we're just going to go ahead and we'll accelerate through. All right, so there's the last 30 seconds. But yeah, Austin Dillon qualifying 38. If he has early troubles, he can get immune, even though he's at the top of the points. Now let's go quickly through. It's a simulation for 400 lap, 40 races on 100 strength. Cautions Weber on damage realistic. It's a 1 mile oval. Pit road speed is 35 miles per hour. Bank 24 degrees. The straights are banked at 9 degrees. Let's go trackside for the command.
Gentlemen, start your engines! 900 for the first segment. Didn't really need a deal of overheating, but it will, probably get up to about 220, so just keep an eye on that.
A field of 40 rolls off here in the pit lane. We are watching Austin Dillon, top of the point standings, but now at the ass of the field. His younger brother, Ty Dillon, behind him. Onto the back straightaway of the field of 40. Roar. Every Dover race we've done in this series have been intense. So don't expect to be a flat race today. It looks like it's going to be a good one. Dover races are usually long, though, so be expecting that. The safety car is in. The pace car is in. Brad Keselowski approaches the restart box. And green flag in the air. We are racing in Dover. At the end of the first lap, Brad Keselowski did not get the greatest of greatest of starts, but he was able to clear Ryan Newman. If you are a chaser, you just want to stay up front and stay in contact with a lot of chasers. Regan Smith, all he needs to do is finish 11 points. 11 points. 11 spots behind Tony Stewart. And right now he's battling Tony Stewart, trying to pass Tony Stewart. Austin Dillon has up to the field already, so looks like he'll be fine as long as he doesn't get in an early wreck. But considering he's moving through the field, he might get caught up in a wreck like so. Larson second in point, or fifth in points, needs a good run. Jimmy Johnson, Carl Edwards, 13th, 14th in the points. They need a great run. And Keselowski has been caught by Kurt Busch. Chris Buescher going to the inside of Tony Stewart. In real life, he would be in the chase right now, but this is not real life. This is TNB. But Regan Smith was the winner of Atlanta after circumstances. So Regan Smith is your Chris Buescher story of today, of this year's chase. We didn't have exactly a Chris Buescher story, but we couldn't leave y'all hanging. even though we kind of predicted it because Atlanta was the second race of the season. Joey Logano lurking behind Ryan Newman. Both of these drivers are locked into the chase. The only drivers locked into the next round of the chase. I'll be right back. Back here, Kurt Busch has looked to be falling off of Brad's pace a little bit. And now McMurray is latched onto the top five. Harvick, Edwards, Johnson behind Menard in ninth. Biffle, the first non-chaser, sitting in 10th place. We actually haven't seen a wreck yet. This has pretty much been the longest start we've had without a caution early. Will a chaser even win this race? We could have a non-chaser win, because if all the chasers have trouble or there's a big wreck that takes out a lot of chasers and the other chasers get penalties, or a lot of things can happen. So just know that the chasers in this race, there's 16 of them, so that's almost half of the field, but who knows? There's still 24 cars that are not in the chase that could win this race. Chalky still haven't yet to get a caution. Jimmy Johnson making the pass on Carl Edwards. I am so sorry for that. The top 9, or the top 8, nose to tail here at Dover, almost taking the entire length of the backstretch, actually. And now the leader is in the same turn as the last place car, Jeffrey Earnhardt. Eight chasers nose to tail, and I don't think this is enough for Carl Edwards and Jimmy Johnson. Regan Smith needs to be 11 spots within Tony Stewart. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 is cutting it close. It's cutting it real close. And if he were to get lapped and Stewart was to stay on the lead lap, that would be horrible for him. Oh, we got a wreck in the back! That'd be Jimmy Johnson, Kurt Busch, Matt Kenseth, Paul Menard, Martin here, Denny Hamlin, Greg Biffle's on his roof, Clint Boyer, Kyle Larson, Austin Dillon, Joe Gordon. Chasers in trouble, big wreck back here. Tony Stewart, Kevin Harvick, Brad Keselowski, Joey Logano, Carl Edwards, all in trouble. Several chasers in trouble here at Dover. Who's the leader? Did anyone make it through on the lead lap? I think Murray's the leader. He's coming to pit road, but he's got damage. We're going to have to let scoring sort this out. Carl Edwards, one of the chasers, has retired. He will be eliminated from the chase. I don't even know what's going on. I'm not even... Everybody in the field is on pit road. So we're going to go ahead and we'll pause it here. So the whole field is on pit road. Nobody's on track. So that works for a red flag situation here. Red flag out here at Dover, lap 27. Several chasers involved in a crash. There's no words to say this. I was watching. I saw Brad Keselowski pull away. I'm like, what happened? There's 7 other cars behind Brad Keselowski. And I move back a little, and I see the whole field is wrecking behind him. And then he comes around, trying to catch up to the pace car, and slams right into them himself. So, it's obviously Kurt Busch. Oh, Ryan Newman got into Kurt Busch. Oh. Ryan Newman got to Kurt Busch, spun him around. Newman got up a little bit, and he caught Jimmy Johnson with his rear end. McMurray goes by on the outside, Logano on the inside, Harvick on the outside, Edwards on the inside, and there's Johnson running right into Ryan Newman. And right there, Matt Kenseth, not a chaser, gets involved, but Kyle Busch does. Here comes Casey Kane sending Greg Biffle over. Denny Hamlin, a chaser involved. Boyer. Here comes Kyle Larson, Austin Dillon. They're not going to get involved, but they have to slow down a lot. And then here we see Orange Trick Jr. trying to get going. And here comes Brad Keselowski out of nowhere. A pace car slams into Matthew Benedetto. Kevin Harvick out of nowhere gets hit by Keselowski. Hits Chase Elliott. The Penske duo takes each other out, which takes out Carl Edwards. Gives Ryan Newman damage. And at this point, Jamie McMurray took the lead over. Always really watch whatever calamity unfolded here. You watch the whole wreck. We're going to go ahead. We're going to have to watch the wreck from this angle. So let's go ahead and let's just take a look at this. We're going to have to... This is an interesting wreck. Leader Brad Keselowski. Ryan Newman takes out Kurt Busch, and Jimmy Johnson gets involved. So there's Kenseth Menard's a chaser. Kyle Busch sends Greg Biffle upside down. Denny Hamlin over there. Several chasers trying to make it through at this point. But you know, all that is fine. But here comes Brad Keselowski, and he's gonna get hit with Kevin Harvick and Joey Logano, Carl Edwards. You can't really see it. That's the best. And several chasers just whammo in this wreck. So they got Greg Biffle's car off the track. They're just cleaning it up now. Lifting the red flag here. How this sorts out. When everybody crosses the start-finish line for scoring to settle down, we will get you the most up-to-date running order. Because even the ticker is even trying to get itself sorted out. Scoring is such a bitch right now. It's really hard to see where anyone is, who's retired, who's still. So Alright, so apparently we're going green this time. So, people that are out, Kurt Busch will not advance. Kyle Busch, wrecked. Truex, wrecked. Edwards, wrecked. Logano, wrecked. It's fine. This helps out Jimmy Johnson. Even though he got involved in the wreck, he's 7th. And Clint Boyer can't get going, holding up the rest of the field. This is going to be interesting as we get to turn 3. Oh, AJ Allmendinger, Jimmy Johnson, Kevin Harvick. Oh! Several cars pitting, including a few chasers. This could cause a wreck. They're 3 wide up here. 3 wide, 3 rows deep. Our leader pitted. Now Schleter, a non-chaser's leading this, and the field is packed to the max. So that just sent a few chasers a lap down. So that's Dover for you. That happened with this track. So right now, Tony Stewart is your highest running chaser. Regan Smith is your 2nd highest running. Denny Hamlin is the 3rd highest running chaser. 4th. Then we got I don't know, man. But this does not look fun. If I was a chaser, I'd want to get out of there as soon as possible. Larson's up here too. Larson's a lap down, isn't he? Yeah. So scoring still got to settle out now with all these pit stops at a random time, to be honest. And Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is leading this thing. And his girlfriend, Danica Patrick, is behind him. Probably 1 lap down. Yep. AC Mears has parked the car. Now Jimmy Johnson is running 2 laps down, 29th. He needs a better run. He needs to get going. He's about to go 3 down. He needs a caution. So non-chasers leading the race right now. So this turnover. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is the race leader. Ryan Blaney's in second. Trevor Bain is in third. Tony Stewart's fourth. Tony Stewart's the first chaser. Jeff Gordon fifth. Denny Hamlin's the chaser in sixth. Landon Castle seventh. Cole Witt eighth. And Regan Smith ninth. Brian Scott 10th. AJ Almendinger is not up there. Sorry. Michael Arnett 11th. Chris Busher 12th. Josh Wise 13th. Brad Keselowski 14th. Matthew Beck Chase Elliott 16th. Jeffrey Earnhardt 17th. Reed Sorensen 18th. Ty Dillon 19th. David Reagan one lap, about to go 2 laps down and 20th. Danica Patrick 21st. Right now, Chase Bubble, Johnson, Newman, Dillon, Harvick, McMurray, Menard, Larson are all from 22nd to 29th. And that could be the Chase Bubble could go right through there. Harvick caught up to Keselowski, almost turned him right there. And Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is still leading. I don't know how much y'all missed, but nothing really has changed depending on how long y'all missed. I don't think y'all missed that much though. But Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is still your leader. Cars in the lead lap. Several chase drivers on the bubble there. Fix the volume real quick before we continue. And there we go. Continuing now. There's nothing really I can say about this. We is it at the front? And Stenhouse caught up to lap traffic. Stenhouse is in a pack of cars right now. May I remind you, Jeffrey Earnhardt is on track for his best finish of the season of 17. And what if more cars wreck out and he gets a top 10? That could possibly happen. Stenhouse has put Jeffrey Earnhardt a lap down. Larson trying to get one of his 2 laps back. And he will successfully... No, he won't yet. Trying to get around Stenhouse on the inside. Not gonna clear him. Stenhouse fighting back outside. Not clear. He'll clear Larson back. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. now just trying to keep Larson behind him. He'll feel accomplished if he's able to do so. Nothing has changed up front, and we are still green. Oh, erratic moves by Stenhouse. Keselowski trying to get his lap back. Stenhouse trying to pull it off. But who says they're going to go green to the end? Who says Stenhouse won't fuck up? Who says Stenhouse will make it a perfect race? Let's see what happens. Now, 1/4 of this race is done. We got 3/4 left. 300 laps, 300 miles. Now let Tannhouse pull it off though. Still got a long way to go, but he's already doing a lot for what his car is actually capable of doing, provided that he has had a little bit of blood. But let's not take it away from him. He's still doing good. Stenhouse is doing exactly what he needs to do. Nothing more, nothing less. He's a non-chaser. He's just playing chase spoiler. Stenhouse trying to get around Regan Smith. He almost took out Regan Smith. That was not going to be helping him into the chase. Smith to 1 lap down. Stewart is in 5th. Smith is in 10th. Smith is in the chase right now. Stenhouse is on pit road. This will assume the lead to someone else. Now Brad Keselowski is the leader by almost a whole lap. Because oh, Stenhouse. I mean Stewart and Chase Elliott. Stenhouse is on pit road though. Jimmy Johnson trying to make it into the next round of the chase. Right now below the cutoff entering this race. Several chases being wrecked out of help, but he's still outside the top 20. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. back in the lead. But Trevor Bain, of all people, is closing. A full cycle green flag pit stops, and we have Roush Fenway. 1-2. This has not happened in a long time. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. doing the unthinkable and dying pretty much now at Dover. Now open up to a 5.5 second gap over second place, his teammate. Stenhouse is obliterating the field. 3 wide behind him, though. But this happens almost every race. A wreck early causes the rest of the race to be boring. Almost every race. Doing what he needs to do. Making spots up 21st right now. I'm not sure if he's going to make it from where he is right now, but I'm sure he's on pace to make it into the chase. So we're going to just see what happens. It's over! It's over! Regan Smith, a chaser! Out! in points entering this race, and he blew up on the front stretch. The caution is out! Brian Scott spun out of 4, but I don't think that's what the caution's out for. Yeah, Brian Scott's, wow. He's trying to get to the pits. This changes everything. The light on the pace car. in the air in Dover yet again. Only the third time the green flag has been waved today. So now still leads. Here comes Harvick trying to unlap himself. And Trevor Baynes coming on the inside to pass for the lead. He's not. Stenhouse. Baynes trying to close. Stewart to the inside. Stenhouse takes the bottom for once. 3 wide for the lead with Stenhouse. Stewart trying to close the gap. Here comes Jimmy John trying to get a lap back. Newman shoves Stewart out of the way. Here comes Johnson and Newman, 20th and 21st. Trying to get at least one lap back. Newman's locked in. Johnson is not locked into the next round. Cars Newman from Stenhouse. And Johnson trying to follow suit, but is now going to get stuck behind Matthew Benedetto. Stenhouse will hold the lead for now. But here comes two feisty chasers, one locked in, one not locked in, fighting for his chance into the round of 12. Jimmy Johnson trying to do it. Stenhouse not being held up by Landon Castle and his girlfriend, Danica Patrick. Here comes Newman to the outside. Johnson trying to close that same gap. Newman trying to get around Landon Castle. Johnson stuck behind both Castle and Reagan. Up into Ryan Newman. Newman is slow on the backstretch. That will not cause a caution. It was so sudden, though. Oh, that should have been a caution right there. Looks like it just slowed down. Sputtered and then that's the one thing for him. Danica Patrick falls behind Ricky again. Newman back out on track. Johnson trying to pass Danica. Johnson trying to get around Danica here. Still. Now Newman passing Johnson, not helping him. Which Newman should be doing, trying to eliminate the competition without physically eliminating them. But now when Newman tries to get around Danica, Johnson will be able to probably pass her. If Newman counter, she's slow. Look, Newman's trying to get a wing to splitter under her, but he can't. There he goes. And Johnson's going to follow suit this time. But she's going to fight back on the outside. Johnson still has the preferred line. And he'll clear her now. Trevor Bain up to second, pulling away from Stewart, but not catching Stenhouse. Newman's going to try to make the pass on the front stretch. I can assume. Will you have enough speed here? No, it's just going to right behind him. Which will end up actually eventually helping Jimmy if Jimmy is able to catch. Maybe here was where Newman... No, still. Johnson continues to catch. If Newman gets soon, he's going to help Jimmy get by him. Is Newman going to make the pass here? No. Maybe it's the leader to have a different mindset. And Newman is several laps down. But Johnson is caught up, which if Newman's able to get past Stenhouse, Johnson more than likely will be also. Which ends up just helping Jimmy. If Jimmy can close that. Opening the door for Jimmy. Jimmy trying to get to Stenhouse. He'll get his splitter there. He's able to close up next to him. So not quickly will Johnson pass Stenhouse, but almost surely. Here comes Johnson trying to get his lap back. Stenhouse fighting back on the outside. Johnson with the preferred line, Bo. Trying, can he clear him? Looks like he will. Now Johnson will clear Stenhouse to get a lap back. Johnson might get passed again by Stenhouse if he can't get around Ty Dillon. There goes Johnson. But more than Oh, there's a wreck! The caution is out. It was pretty big. It was a pretty big wreck. Started with Ryan Blaney, I think, because now Trevor Bain is the leader, though. New onto Annette. Annette hits the wall, hits Blaney, and that spins them out. They spin up across the track. Josh Wise gets the ball, then Chase Elliott. Larson barely makes it through. Two rookies again in trouble. And Stenhouse gets slowed down and pits. Bain stays out on the track. Almost gets wrecked with Danica. And he'll get the lead. Now will he keep it because of pit stops? And now here's a caution to spice things up. Lights are out on the pace car. Gone green this time. Here comes the pace car down pit road. Trevor Bain is your leader. And green flag back in the air. We're racing again here at Dover. .48 is back to 2 down, but he's looking to get one back real quick. And he won't yet. Johnson giving his all, trying to get back onto the one lap down lap. He's right there. He sees it in front of him. Caution is back out. Johnson did not get it. Oh, Ryan Newman getting wrecked again. At least he knows he's got the win. They were going 4 wide. That was just not going to work. Now Johnson knew he had to race it back. He had to get Bain, but he just couldn't. Maybe if he got one more lap, he would. Stenhouse is on the lead lap. Stewart stayed out. He's on the lead lap. Johnson's going to stay out, and he'll be 1 lap down here. Johnson got what he wanted. Now he's got to go run with it, literally. The 1 to go. Johnson moving to the inside. Green flag back in the air. We're racing again at Dover. Jimmy Johnson now back to one lap down, trying to go run away. He needs to clear Tony Stewart, which he will, and he can go run away with it. He is faster than Tony Stewart speed wise. We got a wreck in the back. No, we don't. It was just insane driving, which I don't think they're going to make it through the corner. We'll see here. Barely. No caution yet. But we got a pack back here. And the track is going to tighten things up here. Oh, they're going 4 wide. This ain't fun, boys. And they got it. They're still good. Keselowski down to the flat. He saves it. Kevin Harvick is up to second. Harvick is closing the gap big time. Harvick is there. Harvick battling for the lead, and to the lead the 4 car goes. New leader, Kevin Harvick. 134 laps to go. Harvick stuck behind Larson with Ty Dillon to his outside. Now makes the move on Larson. 120 laps to go for Kevin Harvick. Harvick with a 6-second gap over Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Johnson has made it up to 11. I'm sure he can get up to at least 9. Harvick having trouble though. As we chase the elimination race, 8 laps to go. Who will make it and who will take the checkers here at Dover? Will it be a chaser? Will it be a non-chaser? Will we go green to the end? Will we not have another chaser record of the race? Will we have all the chaser record of the race? We're not done. We have 107 laps to go, 108 laps to go. I'm sorry. Now we'll have 107 right now. 107 laps to go. Who will do it here at Dover? If maybe because yesterday I did I'm a freshman, so I'm on the football team, and we had a football game yesterday, and it was raining bad, so maybe because we were out in the rain, I might be a little sick. I don't know, but that I might sound sick because of that. Just so y'all know. But there is a shit ton of cars right in front of Kevin Harvick, going nowhere. I think advance on into the next round of how many drivers wrecked out of this race. But I think he needs to get 2 spots he can. I'm not saying he's 1 or 2 points in or out. I'm just saying I think he needs those 2 spots. I don't know because I'm not NASCAR. I don't have a automatic point. I don't have automatic points being done for me. I have to do them. I'll have to input them after the race, not during the. I can't do it during the race. Cool if I did it during the race though, but take a long time too. Denny Hamlin! Oh! Austin Dillon, Brian Scott! Oh, Landon Castle, Ryan Blaney! Kevin Harvick! Michael Annett! Kevin Harvick needed a good finish today! And this gives the lead back to Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Jimmy Johnson's on pit road before they opened, did they? Or did he have to pit? Oh, I don't know. Right in front of Ricky. This might give Jimmy the advantage to get back onto the lead lap. I saw Denny Hamlin fucked up on the front stretch. Denny Hamlin was still on the front stretch. He was trying to get to the apron, hits the wall, comes up on track, spins, gets hit by Austin Dillon hard. Brian Scott had nowhere to go. Let's slow that down. at 1/2 the speed. Then he spins. He gets hit by Austin Dillon hard. Brian Scott had nowhere to go. That. Brian Scott gets hit by Landon Castle. And then Harvick hits Brian Scott at last second. In which he gets hit by Michael Annett. Which unlaps Brad Keselowski and Jimmy Johnson. Stenhouse is like in the middle. So another big wreck takes out 3 chasers. So Jimmy is still only 1 lap down, or on the verge of going 2 laps down. But now he might have a good chance because Stenhouse is your leader, Bain is 2nd, Gordon's 3rd, Stewart is 4th, McMurray's 5th, Larson is 6th. And only the top 4 have a chance to win at the moment, unless another caution comes out and catches them back up. Jimmy will be 8th when we go green. Jimmy was below the cutoff getting into this race. That's why I'm talking a lot about Jimmy right now. Here we go. Green Fella racing again in Dover. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. trying to lead the field back to the green. Ty Dillon's going to hold Jimmy up a lot. Jimmy's going to try to make it 3 wide on Ty. Or not, he's still behind him, which is not going to help Jimmy. This is going to hurt him. Now Jimmy gets rid of him. And sends him out to block Stenhouse. That'll help Jimmy. Stenhouse is in a big pack. Here comes Trevor Bain trying to take the lead away from him. Here comes Jeff and Tony Stewart. Tony was the cutoff line entering this race. Looks like to be clearly above it. Stenhouse making his lead bigger. Stenhouse trying to get a second win in the chase. Last season he made the chase, got eliminated one later in the season at Martinsville. This season fails to make the chase. Well, if he made the chase, he could win and advance into the next round. No, actually Stenhouse made it to the next round last year, but it got eliminated that round at Talladega. 2 seconds is the gap from him to Stewart. With this, a non-chaser, a chase spoiler could win this race. Tony Stewart would advance. Jeff Gordon would get his best finish this season, a third. Trevor Bayne would get his best finish in this series in fourth. McMurray could be the points leader coming out of here. Larson will make it to the next time. Cole Witt will get his best finish of the season. Jimmy Johnson will go from 14th into the next round. Paul Menard could advance. And AJ Allmendinger can get his best finish of the season if it finishes like this. According to the top 10, I think. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. leading with 75 laps to go. Stenhouse has been trying to get around Menard for the longest time. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is 56 laps away from his second win in TNB, but there's one pit stop remaining. Jeffrey Earnhardt running 18th. 34 laps to go. Still needs a pit. There still needs to be pit stops. There's still one pit stop remaining. When do they happen? (22) and the 24 laps to go. This time by Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 20 laps to go. Pit stops begin. Ty Dillon pitted, and I think Jamie McMurray pitted. Brad Keselowski's on pit road. When will Ricky Stenhouse Jr. pit? And you can't speed. Don't get yourself penalized. You just gotta take it easy. He's got a big gap, 6.5 seconds. Okay, now 6 seconds. He can afford to go a little bit slower than pit speed on pit road. Not too much slower, obviously, but he can afford it. He's got to get. Newman is on pit road. Chicago winner. Stenhouse is on pit road. The lead now goes to Tony Stewart. When will Tony Stewart pit? I can do that again, but let's see what happens. And then we go green to the end. Stenhouse, his pit stop is past the start finish line. Tony Stewart is still on track. Larson's on pit road. Stewart is still out there. Is he pitting now? Here comes Stewart. Stewart crosses the start finish line again. Stenhouse moves to second. Stewart takes 2 tires. Did Stewart have the winning move? Stenhouse unlapped himself. Or did Stenhouse unlap himself and take the lead? I'm confused. No, Stenhouse took the lead. That was not the winning move. He tried, though. He tried. Pit stop's complete. The gap is now just under 4 seconds. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. with a 4-second lead. with 10 laps to go over Trevor Bayne. Are we going to go green to the end? I don't think Johnson has enough wit, but I may be good. I don't know, but I think he may be good. I think. I'm not sure, and he's my favorite driver. I want to say I'm sure, but I'm not sure. But he is on the same straightaway as Cole Witt. The gap is shrinking, though, between Stenhouse and Trevor Bayne, but it will not be enough. There's also 3 cars that separate them. Unless a caution now, and we go green, and the Stenhouse has a bad restart. But it looks like a caution's not even going to come out yet. And at this point, if a caution comes out, the race is over. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. coming to the line where no more cautions can affect the finish of this race. If a caution will win, right there. So now he's just got to bring it home. He doesn't even have to pass any more cars. Johnson's gone around Sorensen. Jimmy has enough time to Coet and pass him. He could catch him. I don't think he's going to be able to pass him. Stenhouse, 4 laps to go. Three laps to go for Ricky Stenhouse Jr. And 3 laps to go for this battle. Two laps to go. And Johnson looks like he's going to be able to catch, but I don't think he's going to be able to pass to this battle. The white flag for Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Through turns 3 and 4, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. will win for the second time in TNB. The battle between Johnson and Cole Witt. Johnson will get Cole Witt by inches. What a race. Interesting race. Several chasers taken out. Johnson barely got Cole Witt at the end. Ricky Stenhouse and the only really chasers to lead this race were Brad Keselowski and Tony Stewart. What a race. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., second win in his career for TNB. What a race. Several chasers wrecked out, and Stenhouse dominated this race. Wow, just wow. Mears parked it 378 laps down. What a race. I'm just trying to process. What the fuck? What a race. Nonetheless, entertainment. It was interesting. How? There you go. Oh, Kevin Harvick did lead. The three chasers to lead were Brad Keselowski, Kevin Harvick, Tony Stewart. The other two drivers to lead were Stenhouse and Bain. So, now let's figure out who got eliminated. Kurt Busch. Well, let me get rid of the player. The player, another amazing run, winning his class for the 29th time. But just finished 41st overall. Amazing run for the player. Wait, oh shit, no points. Cancel. Change to Kurt Busch. And Kyle Busch is this one. I think Kurt Busch was eliminated for sure. Carl Edwards was eliminated for sure. So I can assure you that's 16th and 15th. Was it 3 races in a row? Hold on. Let me just go back. finished 34th. New Hampshire, he had a bad finish, didn't he? Yeah, 33rd. And here, oh yeah, Kurt Busch, horrible races, all three, man. You got to feel for him. Just take a look at the standings. And here is who made it. Regan Smith will make it into the next round. Holy hell. Hold up. Holy hell. Regan Smith advanced. Regan Smith advanced. By 3 points. By 3 points. Oh my god. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck, man? I forgot Paul Menard was on the bowl too. It's the people who made it, who advanced. Ryan Newman won Chicago. Logano won New Hampshire. McMurray, Rakeslowski, Tony Stewart, Kevin Harvick, Jimmy Johnson, Paul Menard, Regan Smith, and Denny Hamlin by 2 points. The 4 drivers to get eliminated: Kyle Busch, Martin Truex Jr., Carl Edwards, Kurt Busch. 4 championship caliber teams eliminated early in the chase. That's 4 championship caliber teams eliminated early in the chase. That's insane, man. So before I'm gonna add the other points, let me get rid of those 4. It was the Busch brothers, Carl Edwards, Martin Truex Jr. So let me get rid of Truex's adjustment. Eliminated. So it's Truex, the Busch brothers, and Edwards. Eliminated. Where are the Busch brothers? Man, Kurt had 4 bad races in a row. Probably more if I have to go up. Eliminated. Eliminated. Just make sure. Trick still got his points. Edwards still got those. Kyle still got his points. Kurt still got his points. Generate. Oh, I have to generate through, I guess. Results. And generate. Now standings. Yeah, Carl Edwards, Martin Truex Jr., Kyle Busch up here. And Kurt Busch under AJ Allmendinger. So that's that. But now I gotta add another. That's insane, dude. Can't believe Smith advanced. Holy fuck. What if Regan Smith was to win Talladega? That would be. Oh, Lord. All right. So we got to take these to 3,000. 2118. Let me get my calculator out on my phone. I got to kind of hurry because I have a league race in a few minutes. So let's see. 3,000 minus 2118. 882 for McMurray. Round of 12. Larson from 2110 should be 890 for the round of 12. Logano 7. So that should be 893 for Logano. $2,100. That's a clear 900 for Newman for round 12. Generate files. So that would be Logano and Newman, top of the point standings respectively. Austin Dillon 2093, so that should be 907 for Austin Dillon. Not that far down. Yeah, he is. 907 for round of 12. Chase. Oh, wow. Wait, doesn't it give me it right here? Technically, I don't even have to think about it. And 912. Wait, for who? I didn't even look for who. Keselowski 912. Round of 12. $9.16 for Tony Stewart. Round of 12. Oh. Chase. So you got 7 done. Logano, Newman, Keselowski, Larson, Austin, McMurray, Stewart. Now Harvick 917. And Johnson. We could do Harvick and Johnson. Harvick 917, Johnson 922, Menard 922. Harvick, Johnson, Menard 917, 922. Harvick, Johnson, Menard. We can get a little bit more done. Harvick, Johnson, Menard. There. Harvick with 917. Round of 12 Chase. Johnson, Menard 922. Of 12 Chase. Menard with 922. Round of 12 Chase. Generate. So we got 2 more. 933 for Regan Smith, 934 for Denny Hamlin. Shit, that did not sound good. 933 for Regan Smith, 934 for Denny Hamlin. At 34 for Smith, 33 for Smith. Round. $934 for Hamlin. What the fuck is Hamlin? So the top 12, that is them. Control. So there's your Chiefs standings. So advancing 12. Ryan Newman, Joey Logano. Jimmy Johnson. Brad Keselowski. Austin Dillon. Kevin Harvick. Jamie McMurray. Denny Hamlin. Paul Menard. Regan Smith. Eliminated from round of 16. Carl Edwards. Martin Truex Jr. Kyle Busch. Kurt Busch. All right. So that's that. Up next, in a couple of hours, we will be doing the Bank of America 500. We will see y'all then. One last look at the chase standings. Let's take a look at how this race lines up statistically, if it does. All right, it was not the most DNS. Most cars running just did not have the fastest pole, nor the closest margin, or the largest margin. Could have had the largest margin at one point. Did not have the slowest average or the fastest average. So no, this race is not important in a statistic way. So that is pretty much it. I got a league race to do. I will see y'all later in about 2 hours for the Bank of America 500 to the round of 12. I'm Emerson Arden. We had Mike Kidwell in here earlier, and we